Welcome back to 120 Minutes. I'm Matt Pinfield. With me right now are Jill, Vivian, and Kate of Luscious Jackson. They have a new album out called Fever In, Fever Out. And but Gabby's missing today, so can you let everybody know why? What happened to Gabby today?
It's kind of a tragic tale.
Well, she's fine, first of all.
Right.
We don't want to worry anybody. But we were driving our tour bus up from Nashville in order to get to David Letterman the other day, and we had a flat. So Gabby went out to change the tire, and she was pumping up the jack, and she threw out her back.
While she was changing the tire?
Yep.
Yeah.
She thinks she's a guy.
What's up with the robot?
Hey, I know a lot of girls who can change tires really well.
Yeah, that's
Do
good.
you?
But why didn't you let somebody else do it?
She
Not
insisted,
Gabby, I
you know.
guess.
Yeah.
Gabby insisted on changing the tire, and
She's like that. She's
just learning how to do it. So
she's a grease monkey.
She likes having control, too, of what's going on.
you'd think she'd try and practice on smaller cars.
Yeah,
but
a bus is
the
pretty
bus,
tough to
you know.
deal with.
Yeah.
Because you never
She
know
wanted to start at the top.
the jack slips out, though, you know.
It wasn't the best jack either.
Yeah.
So it's
Well,
it
just
was
in
plastic,
case we ever get invited on, the Dream Chaser, which is the Judd's bus, I think Gabby wants to be sure that she can be helpful in whatever way might be necessary.
Well, that'll be excellent. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's recovering right now, the back injury.
Okay, well, she's at least watching, so that's important.
Yeah. She's went to the chiropractor and acupuncture, the whole thing.
Yeah, well, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
And Naked Eye is the new video and the single from the album. Tell me a bit about the video itself. Which director's films are you, doing like a spoof on? What is it influenced by the video itself?
I guess most notably Alphaville.
Right.
And what else? We kind of had talked about the Jacques Tati, who did all these movies that are really amazing. They're sort of incredible little pieces of art direction. I don't know how else to describe it. They're really great.
Jacques Tati did these
Very funny
films, I guess in the 60s, right?
Yeah.
Where he plays, the one we used was, you can pronounce it.
Mon oncle.
Mon oncle.
Mon oncle.
And he plays the daffy uncle who lives in the old-fashioned part of town, which is in France, it looks very medieval.
Everybody's playing accordions
And like pushing carts of fruit, and then he's the uncle, and then his brother lives in this incredibly futuristic world where the fountain, you open the gate and the fountain goes on, and everything's like automatic, and it's like
totally modern.
Yeah, how they would have imagined the future back in the 60s.
And that's always interesting to see the way that they move ahead to 1997, like it's this big.
That style,
futuristic
the style of the futuristic style was what we wanted to capture. So we
Retro future.
we called it retro future, how they viewed the future.
Yeah, and it worked very
back
well.
then. Yeah.
Let's check out that video right now. We're going to play the video for Naked Eye. It's from the album Fever In, Fever Out. And right now, here's Luscious Jackson on 120 Minutes.